What's going on, YouTube? I'm back for another video today. As you guys can see, got a little haircut, looking fire. Okay, so what am I cooking up in the thoughts today? What was I cooking up? I was saucing, I was cooking in the kitchen, you know how things go with over here. Let me just get it out. I was just thinking today about my phone, this device that I'm talking to you from right now, and how it sort of makes me just feel like I'm behind in life, 22 years old, just about to graduate college next semester. But I feel like by now, like, I see other people on social media, they have houses, they're driving the Lambos down the highway, they have all these girls surrounding them, they have their business, right? And I just feel behind. Like, I feel like no matter how hard I grind, no matter how much I'm hitting the gym, no matter how much I'm working towards a specific goal, that, like, I'm just behind. It's crazy though, right? Because, like, I had to sit down today and I had to think about it, and I had to remember that what I see on social media is not true. What do I mean by that? Well, it is true. But what's not true is that life that I'm seeing is what everyone is living, right? Social media likes to show the top 1% of lives. Like, that's what grows up. I mean, that's what blows up. I'm tripping over my words today. But that's what blows up. The top 1%. The people who are 21, who are making it like $50,000 a month. The people with the top 1% looking physiques. People who are buying a home at 21. But they don't show the other 99% of people, people like me. Just graduated college, figure it out as he goes one by one. But, it kind of makes me feel like a loser, in a way. I feel like I'm a loser. I'm 22, how do I not have a house yet? How am I not driving the Lambo down the highway? It's okay though, because we'll get there one day, I'm gonna keep on grinding. I don't care what social media throws at me. I'm just gonna keep on waking up every single day and becoming the best version of myself. Keep on breaking out of my shell. Keep on doing what I want to do, becoming the best version of myself. That's really all I can do. But I was thinking back to when we were without phones. Maybe 300 years ago, 200 years ago, 400 years ago, 500 years ago. And I thought to myself, what were people doing all day? Because, like, now when I go out, all I see is people using their phones. All I see. Checking their phones every dang 10 seconds. Right? It's free entertainment. And that's fine. But what do we do when we didn't have phones? I think we would socialize more. I think we would be more clear. We would have more clear thoughts. When we didn't have phones, like, there wasn't probably cars either. I mean, cars, I'm thinking back to, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, when we didn't have phones, didn't have cars either. So it's interesting, but you would kind of only know the village. You wouldn't really, like, traveling to the next village would be a journey, a 2 or 3 day journey. It would be crazy, but man, that would be so fun, going on like a journey to the next village and not knowing what it's like. Nowadays, though, I can get to the next neighborhood or village in, like, what, 5 minutes? It's not the same. And unfortunately, I said this in my last video, but I think like, it takes the fun out of life. I think I actually have fun in life when I'm sort of like chasing a goal, when I'm like challenging myself, when I have to put like a lot of effort, even though I don't like putting in effort sometimes, right? Like, not all of us like putting effort in 24% of the time. Sometimes we like to just relax and be comfortable. Me personally, I agree with that. But, whenever I'm putting in effort, like physically with my body, whether that's like going on a walk, like a run, going out and doing something risky. Not something to get me arrested, but just like something, like there's a person and just taking a social risk, saying hi first, things like that. That's when I feel alive. And that's what I'm trying to get at. That feeling of aliveness. I think it's one of the best feelings in the world. I think we all chase it. Or at least I do. I was talking to someone a couple days ago, and they're like, dude, Aaron, what is there to even do, man? Like, everything's just so expensive. It's so expensive to go out and eat and theme parks and, all these things that cost money. And like, that's true. But, back in the day when they didn't have phones, like, they would go and do it. And look, this is not just me. I know that there are people out in the world that they're balling. There are people out there balling. I was actually just watching a video on YouTube the other day. The people were partying out in Miami at our age. And man, that stuff looked fire. That looked fire. But once again, that video blew up. What does that mean? It's a top 1% video. What do I mean by top 1% video? I mean that it's like, these people are having the most fun. They're not like the majority of people, right? The other 99% or the other 98%. It's the top 1%. Of course, it's blowing up online. And that's what I'm really trying to get at, guys. Like, it's hard to realize this, but what you see online, the reason it blows up or the reason it's in your face is because it's like the 1% experiences, Well, who is to say that you can't go outside right now and live 1% experiences? Like, you could do it. Like, literally, I've had 1% experiences that I've never, didn't go to one of these popular places. I remember in college, something that really does contribute to a lot, like having 1% experiences, in my opinion, like the top experiences, is just people. And something as simple as going out and saying hi to everyone, not being afraid to, saying whatever's on your mind. Now, you don't have to be like a racist or someone like hating on people, like a troll. Like, nobody really likes that. Now, you could maybe troll here and there, but like, seriously, the best nights of my life, best days of my life always seem to be the days when I'm talking to a lot of people. Now, I know for you introverts out there, that might be a lot, but I consider myself kind of an introvert. Maybe not though. Maybe I'm not an introvert. I mean, I'm talking to a camera right now for, my YouTube viewers to see. So maybe I'm not an introvert as I say I am, but I like my peace. I like to be kind of alone, but when I have that social battery and when I'm really in that flow zone, that social flow zone, man, that's one of the best feelings in the world. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I really do. So yeah, I just, just thinking, like, I like to put my thoughts out on the camera, but try to remember, like, these experiences that you're seeing people go through online, like, although you may never be able to live them, you can create amazing experiences on your own. But don't try to think that you're behind, because like the top 1% people are showing like their top 1% lives. Like, so what? Go create yourself like a good life that, is worth living. And I don't know, man, like, I'll tell you this, the less that I use my phone, the more alive that I feel, the better that I feel, the clearer my mind is, the more social I am with people. Seriously. It's hard at first to not be on the phone that much, but once you get rid of it and you realize that there's like actual life out there and it's not the phone, it's one of the best. It's one of the best realizations in the world. But yeah, guys, just a thought for today. Hope you took some notes down. And yeah, I'll be cooking up some thoughts tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think about what I said today in the comment section. And don't forget to like. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.